looking for the card show. It's supposed to be at the Blackhawk Museum. I see a sign up there, so maybe it's up there. It was like an hour drive for me this morning. So it was not at the museum, but the museum people were nice enough to point me in the right direction. So we'll check this out. So made it. Not quite sure how big it is, but there's vendors, face painting. So we'll check it out. So here's the actual store that's hosting at Bamville. So a little more sports. I'm gonna say it's 70% Pokemon. The fountain kind of helps for like the relaxing vibe, but I mean, there's definitely a lot of kids here. A lot of kids slinging cards too. So this is pretty common, just these kids at these tables slinging cards. I probably misjudged how much Pokemon here. It's probably like a 60-40 split. It's about noon, so let's calm down a little bit. I'm gonna go take another peek. So we'll do a complete walkthrough. It's kind of like a roundabout here in the middle. It's like 12:30. Still pretty crowded. So you can kind of go around the circle either way. There's little like offshoots, kind of like how a roundabout would be. That's where I showed you the fountain. Keenan, if you know him, he's pretty popular on YouTube. And then it kind of goes down that way, and then it loops around this way.
Now you got a Bamville, so you have to be the Bamville DJ to get this one. I'm a buy, you know what I mean? That's a excuse me, sorry.
Little traffic jam here.
You have to trade the things you got there. Let's stick it out. You know,
Finally got through that traffic jam. And this is kind of like the little area down here I showed you earlier where the Bamville store is. So a decent amount of tables. I'm gonna take one more peek and then I'm probably headed out. Okay, bought from 3 different people today. Show was okay overall. It would have been better if it would have been a little bigger, but you can probably say that about a lot of shows. Decent mix, but man, the amount of modern, which is true, I think, at most shows, is just a lot. So even in the quarter 50-cent dollar boxes, it is mostly just modern. So I did spend some time searching them and then just trying to learn some modern cards of pulling stuff out I thought was worth something, and then do that with a stack of 10 or 20, and then you kind of go through and see what's worth what, and that's how you kind of learn, or how I learned. These were all 25 cents. Did pretty well here. I didn't comp everything. I comped some stuff. I didn't comp this because I was like, it's worth more than 25 cents. This one is like, it sells barely for $1, so that was probably an L there. Antonio Gibson was kind of a shot in the dark. Then I looked up some of these and they go for like $2 to $3. So with the big names in there, the Manning, none of them were numbered, but Clyde O'Leary was a rookie, so Odell Beckham was one of the lower priced ones. Mike Evans, he's gaining quite a bit in popularity. Keenan Allen is probably one of the lower ones, and Josh Jacobs is probably one of the lower ones, and Joe, Drew Brees. So I don't know, like for 25 cents a piece, probably just make a couple bucks there, but pick them up, throw them in my ComC store. Marshawn Lynch, 2012 Prism, I do believe. Yeah, first year of Prism for football. Brady, most of the time I'm always going to pick that up for 25 cents. It doesn't do a huge amount, like $2. This was a sneaky one. This sells for 5 or 10 bucks. The slam cards, they're just popular. This was a big win. I don't know vintage football very well, but I have comped it out enough throughout the years of just stuff I ran into. So this is like a $10 to $20 card, and the Staubach is like a $5 to $15 card. So these were huge wins. Michael Irving was, I forget, $2 to $6. Jordan sells very steadily on ComC all day long, so that's the easy win. I mean, it's a beat up corner, but and then Shohei, unlicensed product, but it still goes for about like $2. So it did okay there. 50-cent cards, so you have to pay a little more attention, just because sometimes stuff is only worth 50 cents. I'm in Thompson, Revolution. I like Revolution, so willing to give that a go. Jalen Williams, 50 cents. I could only find one sale of this out of 100, so he's fading fastly, but we'll see if we can sell that. Brady Ayuk, that was $2 to $3. Andrew Johnson, this is a $2 to $3 card. This is a prism, or a silver prism, I guess is the best way. I thought this would go for more. I didn't comp it, but it's only like a $2 card. Eddie George rookie. I was like, that's got to be worth at least 50 cents. Did okay there. It's like $2 card. Donovan McNabb, rookie. That's like a $2 card. This Pete Rose was a bust. It's like a dollar card, $1.50 card. And then this sells for 10 to 20 bucks. Griffey's gotten hot. So sometimes just knowing the markets, like I know Griffey's gotten hot, and that's where I did okay there. And then on this one, it was just kind of knowing that these older ones might go for more, and that's really where I kind of did okay. It was just on 3. So I spent $5 on the 25-cent cards, $5 on the 50-cent cards, and this Tom Brady goes for like 13 to 35 on the sales. So these two together, I got them for 10. This goes for $1 to $2. So send both those to ComC, and hopefully I can get like 20, 25 and double my money there. And that was it. Hope you enjoyed the video, and I'll catch you later. Peace.